Deep end, we're alive, living life underwater. Let's spend all we've got getting buzzed. You pretend you're a god, I believe I'm a soldier. We play hide and seek till you draw. Love ain't got nothing on me, bad boy. Running, I catch you on my own, boy. No, love ain't got nothing on me, bad boy. I'm crazy for playing that only because Venus is my mother. I've got my girls for life. Freedom is my sister. I've got my girls, got my girls.
Let's now take a look at classes C and D for Superlap Scotland qualifying. Again, held under pretty good conditions here. Slight damp areas on the track, which will cause a few guys to have a few moments out there. On the track though, Euan Begbie making progress with his golf, as he tells us every time. He absolutely adores driving the golf, and it's great to see Euan out there. Now these are quite busy sessions, so you've got to try and find yourself some space, as Chris Cherry almost catches the back of Alex Milne coming through Clark's. And this newcomer, Ian Hoggins, great to see him racing under the Andy Lamott Motorsport banner. And just watch this, Stuart Irvine, big off going into Duffus, and we caught up with him and he told us why. Stuart, we just saw you having an off there at the top of Duffus. What happened?
I'd knocked the brake bias valve with my elbow, and when I stood in the brakes at the top of Duffus, it locked up the ears.
That's going to have a bad effect. Yeah, it'd be like pulling a handbrake on, wouldn't it?
It was a bit, yeah. It was interesting.
So after the marshals dealt with that and cleaned up the debris from the track, it was back underway. Now you can see the sun was out, and so was Stephen Henderson. Good to see him at this point still going. Stephen has had quite a lot of mechanical issues, shall we say, with that car, but always coming back with a smile. Former British touring car driver Kieran Gallagher was also here with his golf. And yeah, fast man. Henderson, Begbie, Rabowski. Uh-oh. Yeah, David catches a wet part of the track and shows us his style. David did get away from that, thankfully, and got the gravel out of his tyres and out of his car. So as we stand right now, Group 2 qualifying underway. You can see the television screen behind me here. Chris Cherry is the fastest man of Group number 2, but he's pushed hard by David Rabowski. And former touring car star Kieran Gallagher sits in third place currently, but he's already told me he's going to end this in fastest. Let's see if he gets on. So Cherry, Rabowski and Gallagher are the top 3, but that's bound to change once Blair McConachie gets up to speed, as Chris Cherry takes a huge hunk of apex curb there through Clark Corner, really upset the car. Bobby Davey also here in his little Lotus, smooth as ever and fast as ever, but a lot of guys taking a lot of curb through that Clark Corner. Quite a strange line to be doing that. Ian Pittman was making progress with his now Subaru instead of the Mini, and Kieran Gallagher just getting that little bit faster with every lap in his Golf. Chris Cherry now onto the wet curb. That's not going to end well, Chris. Loops the car going in towards Clark Corner, and then has a frightening look at Westfield Caterham coming towards him. Yeah, thankfully he just manages to get avoided there by Jonathan Scrimmager as well. Next lap through, that's a lot better, Chris. He keeps it on the track and heads to the hairpin. But then Blair McConachie arrived. He got the tyres up to temperature, he avoided the damp patches, and he put in an absolutely blistering lap time. First of all, we're going to start with Kieran Gallagher. Finished the session third overall. That's pretty good for you. Your first ever Superlap Scotland and first time out in this car. How was it for you?
Aye, brilliant. I mean, Martin at ML Motorsport and the boys at EcoTune have built one of the most amazing cars I've driven in a while. So it's all down to them. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just a pilot.
Track conditions deteriorated as the session went on. The rain kind of intensified. Lots of good words from me today. But your car, it's kind of a base setup you've got for it, isn't it?
It is. I mean, that's literally, it was set up last night. That was as we just went to a random setup we had written down. And it seems to have paid off.
Yeah. I mean, the car seems to be going quite well now. I mean, we've kind of bodged together a little gear linkage for it to work. Yeah, but I said to you about hopefully the rain can come and help me get rid of these Caterham boys, and I go and slide out. So yeah, maybe just keep with the dry surface.
Congratulations, fastest man in Q2, Blair McConachie, on a tricky damp track in a very light Caterham that really hasn't had any work done in it over the year.
Literally hasn't been washed, so yeah, I've done quite well out there for the conditions. It's not really the sort of car that traditionally does very well in the wet, and to be honest, I didn't think I'd be coming in here and getting, well, certainly first place. But it looks like from competitors either side of me right now that it's going to be quite a tight season, and looking forward to it.
So great to hear from the guys in C class here. Blair McConachie fastest from Chris Cherry and Kieran Gallagher. In D class, Ian Pittman was fastest from Euan Begbie and Ian Hoggins. Into the finals for the D class, and straight away Jonathan Scrimmager breaks an exhaust. You can see it dragging under the car there. And not the only man in trouble. Ian Pittman goes 4x4ing in his Subaru down through Butchers, and then he has to retire as well. So 2 DNFs right at the beginning in D class. Alan Stewart also in trouble in his TR8, the TR7 V8, sorry, spins down Duffy's Dip, then gets going again, but ultimately that was his lap done and dusted. By the time he got to the hairpin, a 1 minute 18.8 was his lap time, and also a dampening track for the rest of the guys to contend with. Stuart McCracken in his Caterham Super Sprint comes through the Untitled Chapter chicane. He did a minute 15, and then Alex Milne as well. Alex not very happy with his driving this weekend. Bit of a shame for Alex. And Andrew Skinner in the Westfield, also with a 63.6 second lap. We then got Renault Clio, Ian Taylor, Renault Clio 182 D-Class, a 63.1 for him. Great to see him. Lucky number 27, Dario Franchitti would be liking that one. As he goes through Clark Corner, we then caught up with Robert Davey, who come home in 6th place in his Lotus Elise S220 Cup car, a 63 flat for him, and you can see everybody struggling with the hairpin. In 5th place, Stuart Irvine in the Mitsubishi Evo. Thankfully, he hasn't got any brake bias issues now, with a 62.5 second lap for him, but his brother, who he's sharing the car with, managed to beat him. Mark Irvine did it, 62.1 second lap, and there's nothing worse. Bit of friendly family rivalry. Mark took the honours. John Wallace in his Fiat Coupe Turbo, a 61.6 second lap for him, saw him come home in 3rd place as he got to the hairpin. Great drive from John, car number 101. He really did cope with the conditions very well. Then Euan Begbie in that Golf. A minute 0.2, Begbie absolutely flying, dealing with the tricky conditions and really starting to get his head around the Super Lap Scotland final. Also a man who's very interested in doing the Chase Series. Watch this space. However, nobody had an answer for the Honda Civic driven by Ian Hoggins, brand new to Super Lap Scotland, although he does know his way around Knockhill from track days. The Andy Lamont Motorsport man was the only man in the D-Class category to go under a minute. 59.9 second lap for his first attempt, quicker than his qualifying and 0.2 of a second faster than Euan Begbie. Ian looking really smooth as he come through, a little bit too much care about Clark there maybe, but ultimately a fabulous lap time. And when he got to the damp hairpin, you could hear him dealing with that very well. Congratulations, Ian. Well done. Brand new to Super Lap Scotland is Ian Hoggins. He's a rookie and he's gone and won D-Class today. Congratulations. I think a fair amount of kudos has got to go to your team though, because you guys were up till midnight building the car last night.
Yep. Mega day. Absolutely fantastic. Just really went to plan perfectly. Up late last night. It's been a busy week trying to get the car ready. Everyone's kind of pulled together and we've got it done. And we've kind of done the job today, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, when you actually found out you'd won, you know, what were the emotions like?
I was a bit confused, to be quite honest. I wasn't expecting that. The plan was to come out today, have a kind of bit of a test day, make sure everything worked in the car, and then kind of build on that for later on in the year. But it's obviously went better than what we kind of planned, so quite happy. Yep.
On to the C-Class, and oh dear, Stephen Henderson loops it straight away going down through Duffy's Dip, and then rolls off the track and slides down the grass. Disaster for Stephen. He did manage a lap time, but the day was done then. Steve Arkley in his Westfield Mega Booster done a 63 flat second lap as he makes his way up from the hairpin, out from the hairpin, around from the hairpin, ultimately up the hill. A lot of oversteer there. Kieran Gallagher, 5th place for Kieran Gallagher, 57.2 second lap, bit of a disaster in his fast lap, and the big Grabowski managed to come home in 4th place. David with a 57.1 second lap. Just ahead of that man, it was Robbie Wyper in car number 76. Robbie Wyper managed a 56.2 second lap, and look at him attacking the hairpin there, maybe in a little bit too hot, but on the power and on the pipe on the way out the corner up the main straight. Robbie Wyper really all action as he got this thing going around the twisty parts of Knockhill Racing Circuit. Blair McConachie, 2nd place, 56.2 second lap. Not good enough for the win, because that today went to the man in the white Mitsubishi, who was out right after Blair McConachie. As much as Blair tried, he just didn't have it in the 3-lap shootout. This man did though. Chris Cherry, car number 11, Mitsubishi Evo, 55.9 second lap, a whole 0.2 of a second faster than Blair McConachie. Chris got this thing hooked up from the word go, no problems in the final, no gear linkage issues, no spins going into Clark's. A happy, happy man. And look at him coming through Clark's here, still a little bit wide at the apex possibly, but 55.9, good stuff. The only man to go sub 56 seconds. Turns into the hairpin, good bit of understeer, but he gets on the gas through the corner up to the checker flag. Congratulations, Chris. And the final results sees Chris Cherry, the winner of Class C, ahead of Blair McConachie and Robbie Wyper, and Ian Hoggins ahead of Euan, Begbie and John Wallace for D Class. And obviously the championship mirrors those finishing positions.
Right, with no room for another.